Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Here's the outlaw. Watch the pass.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And complete to a guy the Lions remember well, Richard Rodgers. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Okay, ready? 51. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Lions 7, Redskins nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. On first down, Bowser looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater, and it's now 14-0.
14. Redskins nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, dude. Right there, 56. Don't get nervous. Mine's 56. Mine's 56. Hey, let's get in there home.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 34-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
General West. Zebra.
Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep rights. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 30. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Ready. 15 on it. 15 on it. Tight end left. Tight end left. Everyone, you got 4. 4 down. Short.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he locates Walker complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they got the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Good one, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Haskins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins able to find his running back, Geis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins will throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to throw, Stafford. And I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turn.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well,
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try the left side. Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second down now, Swift. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there for Detroit. 76 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Haskins. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 24 yards. On first down, this is Geis. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way that pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Stafford here. Got him in. It's Brown. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, it's Stafford. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back. So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
40's mine. 40's a mark. 40's a mark. I got one. Check. Crouch.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go.
Now a run with Geis. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense. Squeeze. Let's go, defense.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant past the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
There's a quick shot to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Oh, you got deep?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
The Redskins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Haskins to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. And they got the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On first down, it's Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on second down. Haskins, he's going to let it fly. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrett Davis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Redskins 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Stafford going to throw it. And that's complete to Jesse James. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Haskins to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down.
Now Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. Europe, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.